maybe you shouldn't tell anybody about your YouTube videos, man, about your YouTube channels. What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to come in and kind of talk about something that I've been thinking about. And it might come off, the title of this video might come off a little bit almost like I'm telling you guys how to run a YouTube channel. I'm not. This is more like a discussion about letting people in on plans that you have or just positive things that you intend on doing. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm fully for it, to be honest with you. So check it out. I ran into a YouTube video that was talking about how, maybe it's not good to let people know about your YouTube channel because, anything can happen. Something can happen where, people start leaving you malicious comments. It's all true. He hit on a number of different things. Really good video, by the way. Might try to link it down below. So good video. In my mind, one of the reasons why I don't off the rip tell people that I care about, everybody that I care about the YouTube channel, is that my YouTube channel talks about mental health. And as some of you guys know, the hardest people to talk to about mental health are people that care about you, or people that you care about, because they often say the wrong things. There's a long list of things. I mean, we all know. You guys ever try to talk to family about, especially older family members? Crazy. For them, like I said, they're gonna try to pray depression or pray anxiety or pray whatever you got going on. They're gonna try to pray it away, downplay it. The list goes on. So that's one reason why, honestly, there's some people that I don't tell about the channel. Another thing too, to be honest, some things we put on our YouTube channel, we're not necessarily ready to tell other people that are around us. There's something about YouTube that allows you to be candid, that allows you to be real and authentic with the world, but not necessarily the immediate people around you. You know what I mean? It feels like you're almost letting them, it feels too personal, like you know what I mean? And I don't know if this is something that would resonate with other YouTube creators or whatever, but I would say this works with me on a personal level, just in general, right? Like, not even YouTube, just like if I were to write a book, like if I were to write something about myself and be vulnerable with myself, I know that, be vulnerable with the reader. I know that when I do that, the reaction that I get, I'd be extremely sensitive about that reaction. You get what I'm saying? Like, extremely sensitive about that reaction. I'd be ready to yell at somebody about certain jokes being made about certain topics on the channel, so on and so forth. So I know, like, I don't intend on, honestly, there's certain people that I'm going to share it with, and if you stumble upon it, you stumble upon it. Even my Instagram, with Instagram, you're able to share your thoughts. Well, me personally, I share my thoughts. I share things that go through my mind, things that are funny. I discuss things that are funny or interesting to me or whatever, right? And I remember a family member followed me on there, and I totally forgot it's on public because it's not a regular, just a business channel. And honestly, that person didn't do anything wrong. That person saw that their family member had an Instagram and followed them. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And honestly, it shouldn't even be this way for me, because social media is social media. That's it. If you don't want people to follow you, then just make it private. But then how do you go viral with the private account, right? So anyway, you get what I'm saying. You get the frustration. So I think it's pretty simple what you have to do. But the thing that's not simple is how you feel about people watching your YouTube content and what they might think or say. And I think that's the reality for most people. One of the things that I agree with that a lot of people discuss with YouTube, and this, I'm a big like proponent of this, is when you have something that you're working on, right? And this goes for people that don't have, not for the people that have, this isn't for the people that have 20,000, 20,000, YouTube followers or subscribers or whatever, right? Like if you have all those subscribers, it isn't necessarily for you. But for the people that have, less than 1,000, people that aren't monetized, people that are still cooking, it's sometimes it's better to not hear opinions of people that are close to you about something that you're working on, because there are times, and it's not all the time, but there's going to be times where they're going to say something that's going to lead you to feel defeated. You know what I mean? Like you might feel like, oh, they might have an opinion, maybe like, and they don't even understand a lot of times how heavy the opinion is. Like you'll have a whole view and a whole plan for the channel, and you'll be 300 videos in, and they'll say, oh man, you know what I would do with this? I wouldn't even do it about that. I would do it about this because you're really interested in this and you don't know much about that. It's like, what? That's what my whole YouTube video is about. The thing that you said I don't know much about. And that's just me kind of glazing over it. But in reality, the downside is somebody can say something about your channel, literally say something about your channel that can make you feel like stopping your channel. If you know, like I know, protecting that feeling at all costs is 100% needed. Like you gotta protect that hunger, that thing that makes you do content. You have to protect that. If you gotta take a day off or a week off, cool, and kind of gather your thoughts and come up with content ideas, cool. But you have to protect that hunger, that lion inside of you that wants to succeed in YouTube, that wants to help people, that wants to make people feel like, they're not the only ones feeling a certain way. Anything like that, like these are big things for me. Like I want people to know that they're not the only ones out there that feel that way. Because I remember feeling that way. And then I remember when I stopped feeling that way, when I started to realize people do feel the way that I feel. So, there's a thing that I'm striving for, and I have to protect that want, that hunger for that the best I can. So when it comes to, letting people know about your YouTube channel, I understand if you want to tell the world about it. I do. I understand. And I'm not here to tell you not to, because that'd be ridiculous. I don't want to stop your growth or anything like that. But if you're the kind of person that people close to you, the opinion of people close to you matter very much, or you might not want them to matter, but they do, things like that, and you're in fear of approval, maybe you don't want to hurt some feelings, maybe you share things that are personal to you that might cause people that you care about to look at you differently. If that's the case, hang on to the channel and let it grow. Let it become an everyday thing. Let it become like a 9-to-5. Let it become something to where it's so strong that they can never say anything to take the hunger away from you. Let that build up first before you do that. And in reality, that's probably somewhere around maybe 3,000-4,000 subscribers. I don't know. Just throwing a number out there. You know what I'm saying? In reality, that's probably where that's at. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that it can be, and I don't want this to create a fear for you. I want you to succeed the best way that you can. But this isn't necessarily for other YouTubers. This is something for people in general. This comes about, when you're working on something and you finally feel like you found something. You found this job, or you're creating a business. You know what I'm saying? And you're really, really feeling like, you know what? Man, I could really do this. This is something that I could really do. A lot of people have that going on. And they're super, super they're super like interested in it. They're super excited about it. You know what I mean? It's in its infancy. It's your baby. It's your egg. You know what I'm saying? And you just really like, I got this. This is gonna be that one type of thing. When you have that going on, it's really easy for somebody to make you feel a particular way about it. It really is. And it's something that it's honestly really sad. And I wish I could say something to make you feel like, oh no, nobody can say anything to make me. But in reality, it can happen. You know what I mean? It's a reality. It can happen. It's nothing we can do. I mean, there's therapy and things like that, but there's not much we can do about it in the moment right then and there. You can argue about it with somebody if you want. That's cool. It's a waste of time. Projecting, arguing. There was something that that I didn't realize that I did one day. Just to speak on this, there's a family member that created his own business with a few friends, maybe, or just colleagues from his job right now. I'm not sure the specifics of it, right? And I don't know the specifics of the business either, but I get really excited when it comes to websites because I used to create websites. So I still get excited about them and how they're built and all that kind of stuff, right? Which is no excuse in my opinion, but that's just kind of, how I get. So, and this is me speaking to when you do this. Now, I don't know if this person took this, what I'm about to tell you, the same way that I would. I don't know, but I hope not. But it's a good example of what could happen. Okay, so he sends out the URL, the link to the website. So I click the link. He sends out the link, and I look at it. The very first thing that I do is I find something wrong with it doesn't have the SSL certificate installed, right? The first thing that I did was I noticed that, and I go, oh, let me let him know about that. That way he knows to get that fixed. That way that's not an issue, because I know how bad it looks when you don't have an SSL certificate. So that's what prompted me to let him know. So I hop back on the group chat. Hey, you got to get SSL certificate and and this is how you get it, and wham, right? And so when I did that, I think he asked me, hey, what do you need to do exactly, kind of thing. And I was like, oh, you do this and do that. He goes, cool. And I was like, yeah, I can help you if you need any help or whatever. Something like that I threw out. I saw it and I was like, oh, there's a thing. Let me just let him know now. And then that way, when it fully rolls out, he's got this. In my mind, that was like my idea. Like I thought I was doing this great thing. Well, in reality, that could have went the wrong way, because what happened at the grand scheme of things, if you take feelings out of it, what really happened is somebody said, hey, this is a thing that's important to me that I'm working on starting. And that is a vulnerable thing to be able to say, like, you're putting your business out there, something that you're working on, and you're saying, hey, this is something I've been working on. This is me. This is the time and effort I've been building into this. Take a look at it. And for me to immediately go, hey, something's wrong, this is how you fix it, to me was like, that didn't show the growth. That didn't show my growth. Like, that didn't show. And again, I don't even know if that's something that even this person even had an issue with. I don't even know. I have no idea. But as men, we don't tend to want to show. You get what I mean? We don't tend to want to show. And also, a lot of people have said I come off like a know-it-all. So that furthermore, that right there was like immediately that right there, like over time I thought about it and I was like, why did I say that? And also that proves the point, like, they're right. Like, I do come off as a know-it-all. Like, you know what I mean? They're not lying. When you know what I mean? The first thing I said was, this is wrong. I can fix it. No, you give people you say, because here's the thing. In reality, the site looked great. I could have just told him the site was great. Now, what I could have done was, like I said, say, hey, the site looks really good. And then I could have said, later on, hey, on the thing here, I can show you how to fix this if you want. Something like that, to where that person knows that, hey, my initial reaction wasn't, oh, something's wrong. Like, this person put in time and effort into a website and he should have been told that the site was nice, if you believe it's nice, which I did, So those are things that I think about that I did, that I go, damn, why did I do that, But the only thing, I mean, if you apologize for it, the person's going to be like, oh, it wasn't a big deal. And it might have been. But, yeah, with that person, I have to let them know soon. I'm going to look at the website again soon and let them know, hey, man, that site looks really fresh and professional, because that's what it looks. It looks fresh and professional. It looks good. Like, it would just be me telling them something honest that I should have told them immediately. At least I don't remember telling them anything like super nice about the site. When people create, and I know how this feels, like when people are creating something like a YouTube channel, a social media account, a website, anything, any business that they're creating, that they're expecting to bring back revenue, and they share it with you, just know that that's a really big thing. Like, it's a big thing. It's not a small thing. It's not them. It's not something for fun. It's not you know what I mean? They're showing it to you because they value your opinion, or they care about you, or they want you to know about it. Sometimes they just want you to say something nice about it. Certain people's egos are bigger than life itself, right? But in reality, all of those scenarios, it'd be good to say something nice about it, if you have something nice to say about it. So I guess, in my opinion, if you fall into these categories that I'm talking about, similar to my category, don't let people know about your YouTube channel. Don't tell people about your YouTube channel until a little bit later. Even people you work with, don't tell them about it until you are super comfortable and confident in the process, and it's doing what you want it to do, and it's going to be hard to knock you off your square. Don't do it until that, y'all. But anyway, I'm out at you, man.